I'm going to use LP360 for ArcGIS for this demo so that I can show you how the GIS Fusion works in the 3D window. I'll start by clicking on the toggle in the LP360 Viewer Integration toolbar. The 3D window comes up docked, but it's not in a very convenient orientation, so I'm going to go ahead and undock that right away. Well, let's look again at the stadium, and we see it displayed with an elevation legend by default. We can change that legend independently. As with the profile view, the left mouse button held down allows you to zoom in and out. In this case, holding down the right mouse button rotates the model. If you have an image loaded, you can use that to colorize the LiDAR points using the GIS Fusion option. We did have an orthophoto provided with the sample data, so I'm going to go ahead and add that now. Notice it is not in the same coordinate system and datum as the LiDAR data, so I get a warning message from ArcGIS, which I'm going to ignore. As a note, this is the reason I'm showing you this demonstration in ArcGIS rather than LP360 standalone, because at this time LP360 standalone cannot reproject the image into the coordinate system of the LiDAR data. Otherwise, LP360 standalone has the same capability as long as the layers are in the same coordinate system. If I change my data view to points rather than a tin, you'll notice that the orthophoto and the LiDAR points are essentially combined in the data view. When I apply GIS Fusion, I get that same combination of values. I do have control over what appears in the 3D window if I access the 3D window properties. On the Symbology tab, notice there's an option for color source, which is by default set to the data view. So whatever is visible in the data view is going to be used in the 3D window. I can change that and make the color source only the orthophoto. And when I apply that, this is the result. If I change the display in my 3D window to a tin rather than points, hill shading is turned on by default. Notice you do have the effect of shadows that help you see some of these elements a little bit more clearly in the texture of the surface. If I turn hill shading off, the tin is colored merely by elevation. At this point, you should probably take some time to investigate the 3D window layer properties and compare those to what you've seen in the data view and profile view, as well as the live view, which again is exactly the same as you've seen previously.